Hey guys, today we're talking about the must-do tour of Mykonos, and that's the day trip to the nearby islands of Delos and Rhenia. Delos is famous for its archaeological site. This used to be something like the Las Vegas of ancient Greece. It's a fascinating story. And then Rhenia Island has these absolutely beautiful waters. And as usual, I'm leaving the link to book this tour down below. So the tour starts at 9:30 in the morning here at Agios Ioannis. It's a 15-minute drive from the hall, and parking is very easy. That's if you come with a rental car. If you're not renting a car, your other options are: one, ask your hotel to organize a transfer for you, or two, while booking this tour, pay extra for the transfer option. If you're two people, both options are similar in price. If you're three or more, I recommend you book it through your hotel. It's gonna be cheaper that way. There is a bus going there as well, but it doesn't run often at all in the morning, so don't count on those. All right, so at 9:30, you hop on board and it will take 45 minutes to reach Delos. As always, I recommend you sit in the shade, meaning at the back of the ship, which looks like this, by the way. Once you reach Delos, you have to decide whether you want to visit the archaeological site on your own or with a tour guide. Of course, I recommend you do take a guide, since the background story of Delos is so different from all the other sites in Greece. Without spoiling too much, Delos started off as just a sanctuary of Apollo, but eventually became a pretty crazy place, very sinful to say the least. The guided tour will last around 1 hour and a half, and amongst other things, you'll get to see the Terrace of the Lions, the House of Dionysus, the ancient amphitheater, and these really well-preserved tall granite walls in the residential area. Now, as I said, this guided tour is optional. The price is around 30 euros per person if you buy it on the spot in cash, or around 50 if you buy it beforehand while booking the tour. So it's definitely cheaper to buy it on the spot. The only thing to keep in mind is that if for whatever reason the tour is sold out and you didn't book online, you might not take part in it. Oh, and regarding the heat, don't worry too much. Even though there's no shade as you're walking around, it doesn't feel that warm thanks to the strong winds that are constantly blowing on Mykonos and Delos during the summer. Now, just for you to know, in case you're not interested in visiting Delos, you can, if you want, skip the stop by staying on the ship, which will then sail to a snorkeling spot nearby, stay there for 1 hour and a half, and then come back to Delos to pick up the people who visited the archaeological site. I would only recommend doing this if you feel very tired and you don't feel like walking around for 1 hour and a half, or if you're really into swimming and snorkeling. But then again, let's not forget that after Delos, the boat is gonna go to another snorkeling break anyway for everyone this time. So in my opinion, it's much more interesting to visit Delos than to do 2 snorkeling stops. All right, after leaving Delos, you're gonna sail for 20 minutes until you reach Rhenia for some amazing snorkeling in these beautiful waters. You're gonna be amazed by the clarity of this water. Amazing stuff. And don't worry if you forgot to take your snorkeling gear, they have a few spare masks on board. You'll have plenty of time to swim, and when you're done, you can climb back up, and by then, guess what? Lunch is ready. It's a variety of meats and vegetables that were barbecued on the boat while everyone was swimming. Very tasty. And just to give you an idea, lunch is around 2 p.m. So if you know you're gonna feel hungry before that, pack a tiny picnic. That's what I did, because I'm always hungry. And as you're eating, the boat is gonna start sailing back to Mykonos, which you will reach around 3:30 in the afternoon. Now, before we talk about the price, what should you pack for this tour? Well, a swimsuit, towel, and sunscreen, obviously. But don't forget to bring a sun hat, which is going to be your best friend on Delos, and a bottle of water. Because even though there's unlimited drinks on board, they always serve it in a glass. So as soon as you're off the ship, you're on your own. Oh, and regarding the sun hat, don't forget it's a very windy place, so have one with a neck strap. You can pack shoes if you want, but flip-flops will work just fine. The archaeological site is pretty easy to walk. Proper shoes would of course be more appropriate, but if you don't want to pack an extra bag for your shoes, just know you'll be totally fine with just flip-flops or sandals. All right, so how much does all of this cost? Well, it's around 130 euros per person, so similar price to Santorini. And just for you to know, there is a cheaper option to go to Delos, around 60 euros per person, guided tour included, and it starts from the old port of Mykonos town, which is very convenient for everyone staying in town because You can just walk to it. You don't need to plan a transfer. But it's a very different experience. That tour is much more of a mass tourism type of thing. Just look how many people are cramped up on the boat. And inside the archaeological site, you're going to be in groups of 30, 40 people, while the one I went on, we were 12. And of course, the cheaper tour does not go to Rinia for snorkeling, nor does it provide a meal on board. But of course, if you're on a budget and you still want to see Delos, which I highly recommend, then this tour is probably what you want. I'm gonna leave both links down below, so I'll let you decide which one works best for you. Alright, if you intend to use some ferries in Greece to travel from island to island, you have to watch this video. There's a bunch of things you're not aware of. And in case you didn't know, the rules to visit the Acropolis will change for the 2024 season. All the latest info is over there. And there you go. That's it for today. Hope you liked it. See you in the next one. Bye.